Good evening, everybody. Hey, this is IER Vibes, your info entertainment reviews channel. If you're new here, please do hit that subscribe button and don't forget, always stay up to date with all the latest that I have to bring here on Info Entertainment Reviews. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you to those who had subscribed to the channel. Thanks for the great support. Those who always subscribe, I always give right back, you guys. I have to still send you a quick message just to thank you. I always send out a message to all my subscribers thanking them. And guys ever need a shout out and you got a good channel, hey, don't ever hesitate to ask. Now, let's get into it. Take a look at today's earthquake activity. I've missed quite a bit lately for the past couple of weeks, I had to say. I've been so busy, and about time I finally got to take a moment. I'm going to be staying at least continuously, if not every day. Every other day, I will be doing an update for you guys. Now, those who've been watching from Dutch Sense and other few great channels that do updates as well know about the 7.9 magnitude that struck out there in Papua New Guinea. And it ended up basically rattling up some more effects. It was just a new update on this 3D globe. Everybody is very familiar with the Earthquake 3D from the Walton edition. I, of course, have it. This is just as great. I have to say, I do like this one quite a bit some more. The only reason why, because you're getting live satellite feed. And just the details of this whole thing, period, is really, really amazing. And so when it comes to Earthquake globes and in 3D form, there's only two of the best ones, which is Earthquake Pro here, and of course the Walton.net edition Earthquake 3D. Recently, they did an update with all of Earth's tectonic plate system, which is truly amazing. I was hoping they would do this. I put in a recommendation for it, and they made it happen. So, shout out to Earthquake Pro. Thank you for making this happen. Really appreciate it. So let's zoom in to Papua New Guinea, you guys, and take a look what's going on. Just ahead and do a record, but just makes things better just to go live, as you don't have any recording limits, especially since I am limited on a little bit of storage. But hey, no biggie. Now, Papua New Guinea's got quite a bit of activity going on. Ever since that 7.9 magnitude that had struck, it's not done yet. And we still have the rest of the whole globe basically accounted for on all this earthquakes. Now, if you're new to all the earthquakes, still trying to get the understand of how all these earthquakes work, everybody does explain them differently. But again, they do pretty much work together in a way, because once, for example, a 6.5 or for say the 7.9, depending the depth and shallowness of these quakes. Now, some of the deep quakes will cause a massive domino effect. I always call it a domino effect instead of aftershocks, because aftershocks are what hit in one area, one after another, following from a big event. Now, the domino effect is when a quake at such a big magnitude strikes and sends its shockwave, causing another bigger quake within the same magnitude, bigger, or possibly maybe about a magnitude or two lower in a whole nother area. And then it causes a tremble on that end, and it spreads even further. And since I've been doing the earthquake updates, been very well on point, and I always try to keep everything accurate. So if I give you guys a week update in advance of what to look for and what's coming, I've never really missed anything at all whatsoever. And I've always been able to pinpoint that, hey, the way how this is, there might be tomorrow we might see this. And matter of fact, last year I was doing an update, and when I mentioned that a 7 magnitude was going to hit, which did hit Papua New Guinea, within a couple hours later, that baby point digits ahead, because if it's a 6.2, then it more likely it's probably about a 6.5. Usually when they hit at an example 6.5, well then these earthquake numbers always afterwards ended up getting lowered to, say, example as what we're looking at here with a 6.2 magnitude. So it's always good to kind of give that little estimate. Now, 9.8 kilometers in depth, this was very well felt. And there's guys even half of what we're seeing right here as far as the tectonic plates go. There is tons and tons more throughout of here. Now, in a worst case scenario, everyone talks about the California quakes and the possibilities of how California would go under or what would happen or it would split apart. This is the area that everybody does not know or really talks about, nor do anybody else who does earthquake updates. And it's kind of threw me off because, like, wow, I figured they would be talking about this and noticing that if, for example, say a 9.7 was to hit anywhere within through here, especially around the loop zones, because of its weakness, that is enough magnitude, especially even if it was 100 kilometers in depth, it would definitely pull apart a good section of the seafloor somewhere. And then what would happen after that? And so it's the way how